I'm told that I haven't seen the film yet, but this is, for those of you who love Downton Abbey, a good part of this cast is going to be a familiar cast for you, who are fans of that wonderful program, as I am, and who choose, as you know, the theme of this, to spend the part of their latter years living and working together in a foreign country. And that in itself could be just the base of a great comedy, as for all of us who traveled at all. The film's characters are good examples of just because someone reaches a certain age of retirement doesn't mean our lives are over with at all. In fact, we move on and do some of the most creative work in our lives in our retiring years. And this film celebrates that idea, the notion. The fact is today, of course, people are living longer, healthier lives. There are many more availabilities to travel and engage in activities that people could only dream about a few years ago and today can actualize with their lives. And this film celebrates that. I think it's a great idea where film not only entertains, but motivates, stimulates, educates people. And of the literally 750 films that we rate on an annual basis at the Motion Picture Association, many of them over the years have been films that have made a huge difference in our lives. It doesn't happen every day, but it happens with great frequency, and I'm sure each and every one of you could identify a film in your own lives that changed how you thought about the world in which we live, thought differently about social issues or moral issues, international issues. That come to mind. And this film, I think, will fall into that category. A great film, entertaining, but one that reminds audiences of what people can contribute throughout the days of their lives in retirement. So I'm going to be introducing Elizabeth Eisold to come up and share a few words with us about all of this. And as I looked over Elizabeth's background, it is stunning. I could literally spend the next 20 minutes talking about her contributions as an editor, author, philanthropic leader, award-winning social entrepreneurship. She's been remarkable in her activities, working on this program with the White House, the Congress, the Clinton Global Initiative, the European Commission on Entrepreneurship, the Federal Reserve, AARP, and others. What is it? Where do you sleep?
You can have as many lives and careers as you want. And Senator Dodd, I must say, you are also an incredible example of an encore career, having had a stunning, successful Senate career and then moving here amongst all the other things that you do in your life. It's a movie that celebrates moving on in your life in unanticipated ways. We are all of us improvising the next stage in our lives. Nobody anticipated that we're going to have an additional 20, 30, 40 years of living. And it's not just the 50-year-old that is really thinking about this and trying to figure out what to do next in their lives. What we are trying to encourage people to do is to start thinking about it as you really enter the workforce. From the day that you're born, you need to be thinking about the lifespan and what's going to be happening, because there's so many opportunities open to you now that were never open before. And we are all part of that experienced economy. It's not just young people, it's not just old people, it's how we work together, how we share our experience. As many of you, I'm sure, know, with my grandson, he teaches me all the time about technology. And I teach him about life skills, or I teach him about literature. He's suddenly thrown into a book like the Odyssey and hasn't a clue what it's about. And if I can relate that to something that's happening in his life. And so these connections are there, and we need to reinforce those connections in our lives and to enrich all of our lives. Prosperity, economic and social prosperity, knows no age limit. It is for everybody. If anybody here was thinking they were seeing 50 Shades of Grey,
Wow, Richard,
we have a different movie, but a fabulous movie that you're going to see.